Well, Congress will have to speed up work on a transportation bill to keep the Highway Trust Fund from going broke. It pays for road and bridge projects from coast to coast, but the stalemate at the Capitol has some states already putting long overdue construction projects on hold. Christine Frizzell looks into why lawmakers still have their foot on the brakes.
America's roads are tired, worn out, and in some cities, collapsing. It's happening on side roads and major thoroughfares. Lack of maintenance led to the collapse of the I-35 West Bridge in Minneapolis, killing 13 people in 2007. And in more recent years, a stone facade inside the aging underpass of the Brooklyn Bridge collapsed.
We're in an infrastructure crisis.
Will Wilkins is with TRIP, a national transportation research group. Wilkins says 30% of major urban roads are in poor condition, and roughly 70,000 bridges require either maintenance, rehabilitation, or replacement.
Infrastructure is now a word that a lot of Americans know about, mainly because it's so bad, and it's starting to impact them.
The last long-term transportation bill Congress passed was back in 2005. Back then, the price at the pump was $2.27 a gallon, similar to the current price. And those taxes go to pay for most of the work on roads and bridges. The federal gas tax is supposed to cover nearly 90% of all federally funded highway projects, but falls well short because it's not been raised since 1993.
The country's infrastructure and funding it should not be invested in one dwindling source like the federal gas tax.
Therein lies the congressional inertia. Like many members of Congress, Rodney Davis wants a long-term fix, but not by balancing it on the back of a single source tax like gas.
Just raising the gas tax because the price is low, I think is very short-sighted.
Davis is pushing his own bill, which aims to put local governments in the driver's seat with a greater say of how transportation dollars are spent. But his measure won't gain traction until Congress finds a way to increase revenue for the Highway Trust Fund.
There's a lot of bipartisan support for increasing our investment in infrastructure. It's one of the things that has the broadest bipartisan support in the whole of the Congress.
The Highway Trust Fund bill will run out of money by the end of May, giving Congress about 2 months to take its foot off the brake. I'm Christine Frizzell reporting.
Anyone who's driven Oregon roads know we have a few pothole problems of our own. Last year, Portland leaders floated a street fee to pay for the fixes, but after that idea got a hostile reception, they've left it up to the state to try and find that money.